So we hit 1 million on Outlaw. Drove down here. We set it up. And we set it up quick too. I mean,
We did.
we hit 1 million quicker than I thought. We hit it a lot quicker than I thought we were going to hit it. And we drove down here. It's not too far of a drive. It's 10 hours, but I'm used to driving, so it's not too bad. And drove down here. We got in last night real late.
Yep.
Old Dale let me stay in the on the Winnebago Ranch.
The old bunkhouse.
The Radiator Ranch. Excuse me.
Yeah, Radiator Ranch.
In Winnebago. And we woke up and we got her done, dude. It was a full day ordeal. It was like 103 today. It was so hot, man.
Yes.
I mean, it's hot in Colorado, but dude, it is hot here. Like, you get a little bit of humidity, but it's also the dry heat at the same time. It's hard to breathe, man.
Yeah. It was bad today. I mean, into August, like, it was... Anyhow, you had the odds stacked against you. Not only was it hot, but they were some buckers.
Dude.
They were some buckers.
You were sending me videos of bulls you wanted me to get on. To be honest, dude, I really wasn't that nervous. Like, I'm not trying to play it up. Like, I was excited, man. I just wanted to experience it. Like, I'm not, on the videos and stuff, I like to play it up. Like, yeah, dude, I'm going to be the greatest bull rider of all time, like Dale. But I just wanted to experience it, honestly. Like, I just wanted to, because I've been to a lot of, speaking of the Mud Jug, I used to travel on rodeos back in the day.
Right.
I did like 10 or 12 rodeos in a year, slinging these things.
Really?
Sold like 4 out of 12 rodeos or something. Back in 2008. And,
half of them were chicks at the rodeo, wearing 13 MWZs.
Yeah, man. The NFL rodeos.
The NFL circuit.
Yeah, the NFL circuit. And dude, just being down here and experiencing it.
It's like you were rodeoing. You
like
got
I was
in
rodeoing,
late,
man.
drove long ways, got
Dude,
in
I
late.
felt so legit being in those clothes.
Yeah.
Like, when I had the glove on, I was all taped up, and I was like... And
secretly just like...
I had the vest, and I had the chaps, dude, the cowboy hat. I felt legit,
You were thinking
man.
like, I'm JB Mooney.
I'm
JB freaking Mooney right
And,
now.
my initials are JB. You can Google my last name if you want to figure it out for real.
That's true.
But
Yeah, no, for real talk though, you talk about not being nervous. Like, I mean, it's one thing to not be nervous on your first one. It really is. Like, some people, they just don't get it. They don't understand the dangers.
Right.
They can't wrap their mind around it.
Yeah.
And first of all, the fact that you rode that bull that far, that long, like, most people, for the first 20, 30 bulls they get on, they black out. And they can't recall what happened. Like,
Really?
legitimately.
That's why everybody was asking me, do you
1000%,
remember?
That's what happens. And like, you rode the bull like 4 seconds. He took a little duck off to the right. I'm sure, hopefully these listeners have watched the video. Took a little duck off to the right. You got your air knocked out of you. You came over. We talked about everything. You remembered it all. But then you were ready to get on another one.
I wanted to do it right away, yeah. Well, because I'm like... I have a little bit, obviously I have the competitive spirit in me, like, where I want to do better. Like, yeah, okay, I rode the bull for 3 seconds or whatever it was. I thought it was like 2, but...
Completely uncommon. I'm telling you. The first time, for somebody's first ride, like, that was above par.
Yeah.
Better
Well,
than par.
it's I can see where it's addicting. I mean, you get bumps and bruises, that's in anything. But it's like... I mean, I guess it does take the right type of person. You got to be kind of a little crazy, I guess.
It's crazy, like, how similar your situation is to the rodeoing, to actually rodeoing, because, like, you had to drive, short sleep, it's hot, like, you had to weather the storm, and then, you got to get on a bull, and you're under a pressure situation. It's like all this build-up for, like, even the entering, like, whenever you called me, it's a couple weeks in advance, and it's all this build-up for 8 seconds.
Yeah. I know.
But and you're like, man, why would somebody want to do that? And then you have to pay to do it. Typically, like an entry fee.
Right.
So it's like you give them your money.
Yep.
Like, you pay them so you can do this.
It reminds me of wrestling tournaments. Like, when I was in high school.
Yeah.
You'd enter these wrestling tournaments, and you just sit there all day waiting for them to give you a match, and then you like see your opponent across the room, and you're just like, oh dude, oh my gosh,
Hurry up and wait.
man. Yeah. And then you just got to think about him for an hour, and then you go and wrestle him.
Right.
Sometimes it just lasts 8 seconds.
And then, but most of the time they don't weigh 1,800 pounds.
That's right. Yeah, today it was. You remind me a little bit of that, but it's not even close. I mean, the bull riding thing, dude. I legit like. I rode 2 bulls today. I went up a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
I started with the dink,
Yep.
and which that bull ain't no dink, dude. It's a big thing.
It's a big
1,800 pounds.
Yeah. Every bit of it. Baxter, who was not a dink
No.
because he's bred to buck. Like he's probably like, I don't know, 1,500, 1,600 pounds.
Yeah, he's a little bit smaller, but he's meaner.
His butt's a little smaller, and that's what when they go to kick and kick over their head, like, and he come around and just like that's a bucking bull out of a
That second time, to be honest, like right whenever I got down, I was kind of like, you know, I was like, this is a good ending, you know, like everybody's all excited, we're all high fiving and stuff like that. But I was like, dude, I just want to do it again.
Yeah.
I legit, like what I was saying a minute ago, I would legit do it again. Like, I would come down here when it's a little bit cooler.
Yeah,
and I'd do it all day.
Maybe October when you're coming down to hunt or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Justin asked me, he was off to the side, you know, we were watching that video of you got on Rickle, the black bull at first, and he kicked up, and his back feet were probably like 10 inches off the ground. And Justin was like, "Is this bull tonight gonna, is this other bull gonna kick higher? I feel like this one's like already kicked kind of high." So I pulled up the video. I pulled up the picture that I had on my phone of Baxter. And he's like just kicking the lights out, and Justin was like, "Oh yeah."
I was sitting right across from there when they were doing this. By the way,
I didn't show it to you because I really didn't want to.
I'm glad you didn't show me that.
Psych you out.
But see, when I got on Baxter, I was like. I just did my little meditation before, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, whoosah. And then when I got on him, dude, and he was pissed.
Yep.
He was like, oh, I'm ready to buck. And I was like, I wasn't nervous, dude. Like, legit, I was like, I can't wait to see what this dude's going to do to me.
Right.
Like, I was like, I just want to, because there's like that thing in you where like, bull riding's not just like, see if I can hang on for 8 seconds, but it's like, can I dominate this insanely powerful animal?